This is the Roulette Master, and I'm really excited about today's video because one of my subscribers, Jake, sent me a nice email saying, you have two videos with over 100,000 views. Why don't you have those two systems square off against each other in a matchup and see which one prevails? So that's what we're going to do today. However, the Holy Grail, I'm going to give you my version that I use in the casino that's a little bit different than the original, and that's going to square off against subscriber says he hasn't lost this year. Again, both videos have over 100,000 views. I'm excited. Let's see which one can make the most money in 15 minutes. All right, first up today is going to be my version of the Holy Grail that I use in the casino. Again, this is a modification of the original. I can't wait to share with you how it works, and once I get the bets placed, we'll set the timer for 15 minutes. And I can't wait to see how it does against subscriber hasn't lost this year. This is going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to place $10 bets, and we'll be on first and second 12 just like the original. I'm going to set the timer. All right, let's spin, and here we go. Can't wait to see which one of these systems wins. And that is a 4 black. That is a win, so we'll just repeat the bet. And the modification I use for this system is what you do on losses. So once we get a loss, I'll show you that, and we just got one. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to sit out till we don't hit third 12 or 0. And then we will continue on with the progression, which I'll share with you. And look at that, it just saved us right there. So we would have lost that 27 red, but since we sat out until we didn't have a losing spin, oh my God. See how awesome that is? We just would have lost again, and we're spinning without betting. And once we don't to have a loss, we're going to bet again, and that's just now happened. And now we're going to continue with the original system, which is we're going to go from 10 to 20. And you can see we're only minus 10, even though we just had actually 3 losing spins in a row. And let's go ahead and spin now on first and second 12 for 40. And here we go. That's a 6 black. And that's a win. So now we are up 10. Let's rebet and spin. Here we go. Okay, that's a 5 red. And that's another win there. So now we're currently up $30. Let's rebet and spin. That's a 3 red. Okay, now I'm going to go over more of the rules for this. So we're up 50. We're going to keep the bet the same if we win. If we lose, we're going to increase by 1 unit until we hit a certain amount of profit, which I'm going to go over here. And there's another win. So again, on wins, we're going to keep the bet the same until we reach a certain profit level. And right now, we're just spinning away and making some money. So let's see what we get here. That's a double 0. So now we're going to sit out and make sure we don't have something like 10 losses in a row. That can really save you. And let's spin without betting and make sure we don't have a losing spin. And see, look, it just saved us again. We would have lost that one as well, but we did not. So we're going to spin again without betting. And that's the best part of this system. If there were 20 in a row, green or third 12, you wouldn't lose any of them except for the first one. Now it's time to bet again. And here we go. We're still at that 20 each. I'm sorry, now it would go to 30 each. Okay, so let's spin. Because we do need to go up 1 because we lost. So keep track of that. And now we're on 23 red. Okay, and we won. So we'll keep the bet the same. We're up 60. And let's spin. Here we go. That is a 20 black. And that's a win. So we're up 90 now. Let's rebet and spin. That's an 8 black. That's another win. Okay, and we're 3 minutes 35 seconds in of the first 15 minutes of the challenge. We're already up $120. And once we get to that profit level here, I'm going to share that with you. And that is a 17 black there. That's another win. Okay, So we just reached the first profit goal, which is $150. That means we go back to the original $10 bet. So let's do that. And spin, we're up $150. 4 minutes, 5 seconds in out of the 15 minutes, and there's an 18 red. All right, that's a win. So we're up 160. Let's just rebet and spin. And again, until we reach the next profit goal of 300, we will keep the bet the same on wins, and we will increase by a unit after losses. So let's just continue to rebet as we're getting wins, and we're up 170 already. This is working great, and let's see what we get here. That's a 9 red. That's another win. Okay, so we're up 180. And if you weren't using the modification that I made to this system, we would not be up 180 for sure. And we would have lost all those third 12 spins that went back to back. So let's spin again here at 20, 10 each. And let's see what we get. That's a 13 black. All right, another win. So now we are up 190. And let's rebet and spin. And we're a little over 5 minutes in here. So we have almost 10 minutes left in the first part of this challenge. There's another loss with a 0, so we're going to sit out. And we need to remember where we were at, which was 10 each. So when we resume, we'll be at 20 each. And that's 11 black. It's not a losing number, so we go ahead and start betting again at 20 each. And let's spin. Here we go. All right, that's a 20 black. That's a win. So we keep the bet the same. Again, we're going to keep the bet the same till we reach $300 profit now. Here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's a 32 red. And that's a loss. So we're going to sit out. But remember, we're at 20 each. So when we resume, we'll be at 30 each. And we need to make sure we don't have multiple losses. And we did not. So now we go to 30 each. And spin. Then we'll check our balance again. We're 6 minutes, 8 seconds in out of the 15 minutes. The first part of this challenge, that's a 14 red. All right, so we'll keep the bet the same. We're at 180. Again, trying to get to 300, our next goal. Here we go. That's 15 black. And that is a win, so we'll keep the bet the same. We're up 210. And this is usually a $2,000 bankroll system, but the other system today is going to be a 3. So we'll do the same for this one just to keep it fair. And we just lost that one. But remember, any of these systems that have $2,000 or $3,000 bankrolls, you could have $200 or $300 bankrolls with dollar units. So let's look at that last one. We know we lost 30 each there, so the next bet's going to be 40, but we're going to sit out until we don't have a third 12 or a 0. And we did not, so it's going to 40 each now. Here we go. And let's spin. $80 total bet. 7 minutes, 10 seconds in out of the 15 minutes of the first part of this challenge. And there's another loss. Okay, so we're going to sit out again. Make sure we don't hit third 12 or 0, but we need to remember we were at 40 each because now we're going to go to 50 each, and we didn't hit a third 12 or 0. So we're going to go to 50 each, and we're currently up 70. Here we go. Let's see what we get. And that's another loss. So that's about the worst case scenario. We need to remember we were at 50 each. The worst case scenario is if you have third 12, not third 12, third 12, not third 12, and so on. But by sitting out, it just saved us there. So we would have lost that one as well. And if we had 10 in a row third 12s, we wouldn't lose any of those. Just like there, it saved us again. We would have lost all 3 of these, but we did not. And like I said, there could be 10 in a row right here, and we wouldn't lose any of them. But it's time to bet again. We're going to go from 50 to 60. And let's see if our luck will start changing here. And let's spin and see what we get. Okay, we got the win, so that's good. You can see, though, we're only up $30 temporarily. We're going to stay at the 60 each because we won, but we're not in session, or have not reached our profit goal. So there's another win. And now we're back up 90. We're going to rebet and keep the bet the same. Again, we're going for $300 profit. And here we go. That's a 7 red. That's a win. So you can see now we're up 150. See how that's recovering? And let's see what we get here. Ooh, that's a loss though, so we're going to sit out. So when we come back, we're going to be at 70 each. We were at 60. Let's sit out and make sure we don't have multiple losses in a row. And that's a 9 red. It's time to bet again. Now we're going to 70 each. All right, 140 total. Here we go. 9 minutes, 30 seconds in out of the 15 minutes of the challenge, first 15 minutes. And there's another loss. So again, that's the worst case scenario. And we're going to be at 80 when we resume, but we're going to spin, make sure we don't have consecutive losses first. And look, it saved us again. So even though we've had some bad luck, we've saved a lot by sitting out. So again, let's see what we get here. And it saved us again there. We would have lost that as well and the 0. And even if there were 10 in a row, we wouldn't lose on any of them. So now it's time to bet again. We're going to go to 80 each. 160 total. All right, let's spin. 10 minutes, 15 seconds in. We need to close with a nice run, and there's a win. Okay, so we're minus 30 right now, but let's get some wins here. We've had lots of third 12s, which are definitely not the best thing when you're playing this, but it can happen. And I like when you guys can see, and we're back up again, I like when you guys can see some adversity so you know how to deal with it when you have bad numbers as well. There's another win there on an 8 black. Okay, we're up 130 already. Here we go again. Let's see what we get here. That's a loss. That's a 33 black. So we're going to be at 90 when we resume. And let's spin without betting. Make sure we don't have multiple losses in a row. And we do not, so we go to 90. So here we go. We're just going to go from add 10 to those. Now we have 90 each, 180 total. We're 11 minutes, 15 seconds in. We got the win, so we'll stay right there. And we're back up 60. Let's spin again. See what we get. That's another win. Again, we're trying to get to $300 profit now. We're up 150. Let's spin again. That's another win there, 13 black. And what this requires is bankroll and patience, because sometimes it takes a while. We're already up 240 now. So let's get another spin here. If we get this one, we'll be able to restart. But we lost, so we'll be at $100 when we resume. But let's go ahead and spin without betting. Make sure we don't have multiple losses. We have 3 minutes left in the first part of the competition. Now we're going to 100 each, and let's do that. $200 total bet. That's why you need that $2,000 normal bankroll, but we're doing $3,000 today just because the other system, that's what it calls for. And we're up 160. Let's just rebet that because we won. But again, remember, any of these $2,000 or $3,000 bankrolls you can do with $200 or $300 if you go use dollar units. There's another win. We're up 260. Let's rebet and spin. Let's see if we can get over the 300 mark. And we did, so it's time to go back to $10 again. And we are currently up 360. So our next profit goal would be 450. And let's go back to 10. We're up $360. We have 2 minutes left of the first part of this competition. And here we go. That's a 24 black. That's a win. Okay, so we're going to rebet and spin. 13 minutes, 13 seconds out of the first 15 minutes. That's a 2 black. That's a win. So we're up $380. Again, our next profit goal is 450. And here we go. That's a 9 red. That's a win. We're up 390. All right, let's spin. Here we go. That's a loss. That's a 28 black. So we will sit out and make sure we don't have multiple losses. And here we go. And we did not have a loss, so we will go to 20 now and spin. We have a minute left out of this first part of the competition, the first 15 minutes. And that's an 8 black. Okay, that's a win, so we'll stay right there. We're up 390. And spin. Again, our next profit goal is 450. And that's another loss, so we're going to sit out again before we go to the next level, which is $30 each. Here we go. And that's a 1 red, so it's time to bet again. So let's go to 30 each. All right, here we go. 14 minutes, 40 seconds in. That's a win, so we'll keep the bet the same. We're up 380. Rebet and spin. See what we get here. That's a loss, so we will sit out. And here we go. And actually, we just ran out of time, so that will be the conclusion of the first part of the challenge. Let's see how much money we made. We're up $320. We had a little bit of a loss there at the end, but we didn't have a chance to recover it because the time expired. But my modification of the Holy Grail, I made $320. That's a really good start. And I can't wait to see how the next system is going to go up against this one. Again, both these systems have over 100,000 views on the channel, and a lot of people really like them. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments as always. And now it's time to go on to the next system, and here we go. All right, guys, I'm excited for the second part of this challenge. This is another video that has over 100,000 views on the channel, and this one's called Subscriber Hasn't Lost This Year. So I can't wait to see how this stacks up against the Holy Grail that just did fantastic. And let's go ahead and place the bets, and then I'll set the timer for 15 minutes. We're going to have $10 on second 12, third 12, and 19 to 36. And the timer is going for 15 minutes. Let's spin. I'll show you everything you need to know with this one, and here we go. That's a 20 black, and with this one, that's a $20 win to start. We're up 20 now. If you hit anything between 13 and 18, it's a push, and obviously we want to hit 19 to 36. So let's go ahead and spin again here. It's a $30 total bet, and that's a 22 black. That's another $20 win. We're up 40 now. Let's just rebet and spin. And it'll stay like that until we have losses, and then I'll show you how to deal with that. And that's a 33 black, so we know that's a good one. So there's another win. We're currently up 60. Let's rebet and spin. Here we go. All right, that's a 00. So that is a loss. And what we're going to do on that is we're going to start out by doubling. It's not going to continue to double time after time, but we're going to start by doubling. And here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's a 23 red, and that's a win. So now we're going to restart. We're going to go back to the original $30 bet, 10 on each, and spin again. And what's going to really change is when you have multiple losses. And when we get to that, I'll show you what you do, because you don't continue to double all the way. And let's go ahead and rebet and spin. Here we go. Can't wait to see how this one does against the Holy Grail. He just did fantastic. That's a 28 black. That's another win. We are already up $110. And one key to this system is you don't always get everything back when you try to recover, and which I'm going to share later, but you still stay ahead, and that's the key, is keeping your bankroll and continuing to play and make money. So that is a 17 black. That's a break even, so we just keep the bet the same and spin. And again, that's those numbers right there between 13 and 18. That's a 35 black. Obviously, high numbers are good. And we're up 150. Let's rebet and spin. Here we go. We're 2 minutes 34 seconds in on this one out of the 15 minutes of the challenge. That's 11 black. And that's a loss. So we're going to start out by doubling. And let's spin. Here we go. Ooh, that's a 0. That's not good. Okay, so we are going to double again. But there's going to be a time when we stop doubling. And I will cover that. So make sure you stay tuned for that. We're at a 120 total bet now, 60 each. I mean, sorry, not 60 each. 120 total out of the 3. And that's a 28 black. We got a win. And we're going to restart now. And here we go back to the original $30 bet. And let's spin. Here we go. 3 minutes, 21 seconds in out of 15. That's a 13 black. Again, those are break evens between 13 and 18. So we just rebet and spin. They don't hurt you any. And here we go. Okay, that's a 30 red. That's a win. So we're already up $160 with this one. And here we go again. Let's see what we get here. That's a 20 black. That is a win. All right, we're up 180. Rebet and spin. All right, 4 minutes in now out of the 15 minutes. Second part of this competition. That's a 15 black. That's a break even, so it won't change our balance any. We're still up 180. Let's spin again, and here we go. Okay, that's a 21 red. Okay, we're up 200 now. Fantastic. All right, doing really well so far. Let's see how it goes here. That's a 14 red, and that is a break even. Again, doesn't hurt us any. We're still up 200. And let's spin again here. All right. That's a 35 black. All right, we're up 220. Another good win, and let's spin. All right. 20 black. Okay, we're up 240. And let's spin. Another good win. Here we go. That's a 25 red. We know all these high numbers are good with this system. So we're up 260 now already. Wow. And only 5 minutes and 15 seconds in out of the 15, but anything can happen in the next 10 minutes. Let's see what happens. That's a 23. That's another win. We're up 280. All right, let's spin again. Here we go. That's a 17, and that's a break even. So it won't hurt us any. We're still up 280. And here we go again. 10 on each. Here we go. That is a 3 red. That's a loss. So we are going to start by doubling. And that'll go from 30 to 60. Here we go. Okay, and that's another loss. That's back-to-back losses, which can happen. And we are going to continue to double up to a certain point. Now we're going to 120 total bet. We're only going to go up to 240 on the. We're going to double on the up to 240, and then I'll cover what to do next. And now we're going to restart. So we're going back to the original 30 and spin, and here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's a 28 black. That's a good one. We're another $20. We're up 290. And let's spin. 6 minutes and 40 seconds in now out of the 15 minutes. And that's a good one. We know that's good because that's a high number. And we're already up 310. So knocking it out of the park so far with this one. Let's see what we get. That's a 9 red. That's a loss. So we're going to double. Okay, so here we go. Again, we're only going to double up to the 240, and then things are going to change. I'm going to cover that. Make sure you hang around for that. That's very important. And there's another loss, so we're going to double again. So let's rebet and double and spin. Here we go. 120 total bet now. Here we go. Let's see what we get. And that's a 29 black. That's a good one. Okay, so we're going to go back to the 30. and spin. And there will be slight setbacks using this system, but it'll keep you from losing your bankroll, and that's going to be really important. I definitely have a lot more to cover about that going forward, and that's a break even, so let's go ahead and spin again. Because once we get past that 240 point, there'll definitely be some partial losses, but it'll keep us in profit. And I'm going to share that with you, but there's a loss, so let's double and spin. Here we go. And that's an 8 black. That's another loss, so we're going to be doubling again at 120 right now. Again, we're only going to double up to 240. There's a win. That's a 31 black. But either way, even if we don't get past that 240 level, I'm going to share it with you. We're up 290, and we're going to go back to the original 30. That's 10 on each and spin. We're 8 minutes 32 seconds in out of 15. And that's a 21 red. Okay, that's a $20 win. We're up 310. And let's spin again. Here we go. That's a 17 black. I believe that's a break even. Yep. So we're still up 310. Let's rebet and spin. And 9 minutes in now out of 15. And that's a 10 black. That's a loss. So we're going to double. Now we have $60 on there instead of 30. And that's a 14 red. That's a break even. So we just keep the bet the same and spin. Let's see if we can get a high number. And we did. Fantastic. So we'll restart again. And we're up 320. We're going to go back to the original $30 bet. Again, that's 10 on second, 10 on third, and 10 on 19 to 36. And here we go. That's a 3 red. That's a loss. So we will double up to 60 and spin. Here we go. Ooh, that's a double zero. That's not good. All right, so we'll double again. Now we're at 120 level, and let's spin. Let's see if we can get a high number at 120. And that's a 22 black. I believe that is good enough. There we go. So we're back to the original 30 again. And let's go ahead and spin at 30. Let's see what we get here. That is a 27 red. That's a good one. We know that's good because it's a high number. Anything high with this one is good, and we're at 330 profit. Let's spin again. We're 10.5 minutes in out of the 15 minutes of this part of the challenge. That's a 16 red. That's a break even, so we'll leave the bet the same and spin again. Here we go. Okay, that's a 5 red. That's a loss, so we will double and spin. And I will, even if we don't get past that 240 level, I will definitely share with you what to do next. But right now we just got the win, so we're going back to 30 and spin. Let's see if that happens in the next few minutes first, and if not, I'll cover that and let you know what you need to do. That's a 19 red. That's another win. We're currently up 360, and let's spin again. We're 11 minutes 23 seconds in out of the 15 minutes in this part of the challenge. That's a high number. That's good. Okay, so we're up 380. Let's rebet and spin. And this is working fantastic so far. That's a 3 red there, though. That's a loss. So we will rebet and double to 60 and spin. Here we go. That's a double zero. We've had a lot of zeros and double zeros after low number losses, but let's rebet and double. We're at 120 now. Here we go. That's a 34 red, though. That's a good one. Fantastic. So we're up 370. We go back to the 30 now. And the whole key to this is keeping your bankroll. And we haven't even needed close to that $3,000 bankroll yet. But he mainly has it there. That's why I think he said that he hasn't lost this year, is because he has such a high bankroll that he has a lot to work with, and it also has to do with, and let's double the bet here real quick. It also has to do with the fact that that after you get past that 240 level double, I'm going to share with you what he does after that. That has a lot to do with it as well. But there's another loss. You might be able to see it right here. And now we're going to 120 after that loss. And let's get a spin. And that's a 30 red. That's a win though. So we're back to profit, 360. And here we go again, $30 original bet. We're 13 minutes, 9 seconds in. And that's a 1 red. Okay, well that's a loss, so we'll double. And right as the challenge, if the challenge ends and we don't go past that level, I'm just going to cover everything you need to know. So that's a 7 red. But that's a loss. You never know, you might get to see it right now. We're at the 120 level now. And let's spin. That's a good one. That's a 36 red. Okay, so we're 350 profit. We're going to go back to 30. And you notice you don't always recover all the money every time. That's okay. And the key is to continue to make profit and to keep your bankroll. And now we're up 370. And let's spin again. And let's see what we get here. That's a 26 black. That's a good one. Okay, we're up 390, and let's spin. That's a 5 red. That's a loss. All right, let's double. Okay, now we're at 60. And that's a win. So we'll go back to 30 again. And we're up $400 now. Fantastic. And here we go. That's a 0 though. That's another loss. So we will double and spin. Now we're at $60. And here we go. That is an 8 black. That's another loss. And the challenge the 15 minutes just ended. So we ended up $310 up. I'm going to go ahead and cover what to do past that 240 level here in a second. So both systems, the Holy Grail Modified and this, did fantastic. And so what you do, I'm going to go ahead and let you know now, once you get past the 240 level, because you go 30, 60, 120, 240, you actually sit out and wait for 2 non-winning spins. And then once you have 2 non-winning spins, you go from 240 to 300, which is $100 on each. And then you try to get the win there. And when you get the win, if you're still in profit, you restart, even though you have even though you've had losses. And if you are not in profit, if you're still down, you repeat that $300 bet again. But basically, the key to this system of not busting is that every time you recover, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get everything back. And you noticed as we were playing today, we didn't recover everything every time we doubled and won. And that's okay, as long as you're staying in profit and you're keeping your bankroll. That is the key. So again, I hope you really enjoyed today's video. I hope you're loving the content on the channel. Let me know down in the comments. And also, please go to roulettemaster.c@gmail.com to submit your systems. Also, let me know which system you'd like your system to go up against in a matchup. And I think that's a lot of fun. And a lot of you are commenting that you're really enjoying the matchup. So let me know who you'd like your system to go up against. And I think that would be fantastic. Everyone in this community has been wonderful. And if you enjoy the content, please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because this community is awesome and everyone in it is just sharing great ideas every day. So please subscribe, please like and share if you are enjoying the content. And this is the Roulette Master, and have a great day, everybody. And the Holy Grail actually won by $10. It had $320 of profit, and a subscriber hasn't lost this year, made $310 of profit.